9 o'clock. Just been cutting belts for a little bit. Cut all the expedite belts. That's not expedite there. And everybody left. Well, the last couple guys, Cody and Crisco, left probably 15 minutes ago. So I'm going to shut all these lights off. See what we have going on. Looks like Amanda's cutting a bunch of Cali compliant grocery bags. We're cutting shit that will ship orders. Last item on orders is what's happening right here. Same with over here. And then out on the floor, towards the end of the day, they're sewing all the Coyote medical satchels. There's some that are actually done right there. More Coyote med satchels. These are pussy pouches. Coyote med satchels. Coyote med satchels. Coyote med satchels. Coyote med satchels. More satchels. More satchels. Black, red aprons. These are all the med satchel guys. I'm sure there's more in addition to that, but that's what those are. Tapered war belts. Tapered war belt, 34 Coyote for those dudes. Those will fill and ship old orders. Those are the last item on there. We've been doing a lot of ID cases. Same thing, ID carriers. Multicam black, Cali compliant grocery bags. There are some shooting mats right there. These are all expedite belts. Those will all ship orders in the morning. Here's some 175 going. More med satchels. Shotgun 12 gauge pull-out trays. Those are the last two tool bags for those guys' orders. Zippered knife pouches, lots of zippered knife pouches. Those will all ship orders. Those are all the last items on those orders. Stacked mag pouches, tapered war belts, asp baton pouch, roll up dump pouches. Those were all cut tonight, most likely. And then Crisco cut black tool pods, multicam black tool pods, multicam tool pods. Those will all ship orders. Those are all last items on the orders. And that's what's been happening so far this week. Everything pretty much we've done is all last items on orders to get the orders to ship. And some of it is the oldest shit we have, and then as you saw in the video earlier, some of it is shit that was actually ordered today. Guys are like, what are all those boxes you walk past? I did a live feed, I guess. I think that's where I saw it. I did a few live feeds today off the iPad. But when I do it on the iPad, I can't see the comments. And so when I try to look at the comments on the phone while videoing from the iPad, there's a huge delay. And then the laptop wasn't any more useful. So I don't know. A lot of light switches. So when we built this place, they're like, where do you want the light switches? We have these are all big column jacks up in here. Basically a metal tube with huge pieces of all thread, and these 4 jacks support the whole upper level. And then there's, tied into on the sides too. But we encase these with the thought that each of these bays is about 30 by 30. So we could just put walls up and partition it, and then there'd be light switches in each bay. Well, we didn't end up doing that. Once we got everything in here, we didn't need to put the walls up. There was no reason to build the walls out. So there's light switches kind of in odd places, but that's why. And don't ever ask a dude when a construction guy's like, where do you want your light switches? And you tell them, we'll put them where they would normally be. Because I've got light switches that are behind doors upstairs. I don't know what kind of house those guys live in. And it's not the contractor. The contractor was he was awesome. There was just not any oversight when a lot of that shit was happening. I've been hearing this banging around. I keep thinking somebody's upstairs. I got these 2 Roomba vacuum cleaners. They work great, but they won't come across this carpet. The carpet's too tall for them. Come here, little motherfucker. And this one is the... Of course, they don't tell you what model these are. If anybody knows anything about these, this is the 650. It is very dirty. It needs but you can take them apart pretty good and clean all the shit out of them. So this is a 650, and the other one is someplace close to that. But now they got like an 850 and a 900, and these were like $350 vacuums. Well worth it. So I went to Costco. I saw one a couple weeks ago at Costco in Nashville, and I see them at Sam's all the time. So I went to Sam's this weekend. Of course, they don't have any. Have it on Sam's online, but it's sold out for $350. So go to Best Buy. Best Buy has them, but they're like $400 and $500, and it's, of course, it's not the model. And they don't really seem to do anything that different until you jump up several $100s, and then they hear that. It's raining outside. Then they jump up and they have auto mapping and an app for your phone that you can turn it on from your phone and all kinds of shit. But the highest end one says it has like 10 times more suction than the little bit older one. But it's also, you know, fucking like $900 as opposed to buying an older one that you can find still in stock for $350-ish. It's adjusting itself. There it goes. So I'm a fan of these. I need one for the house. Most of the new house has mostly hardwood floors, and it's not going to replace, you know, a full-size vacuum. But if you program it, it'll run every day for an hour or so. And I want to say that one runs for an hour. This one's like 90 minutes. The newer models run for like 2.5 hours or something. I would like one that's taller that'll do shag, and I know they're coming out. A lot of people are coming out. Brands are coming out with mowers that are the same too. And I heard Husqvarna has a automated mower that they're about to release or have released. When that happens, man, one more job that's not going to be there. They are automation is killing jobs fast. Even if it doesn't affect you, prepare for it. Have a contingency, because it's coming. Whether you like it or not, it's here. One hand, phone in the other, vertical, of course, phone in the other, vertical, I should have said. I know some of those little bitches fucking hate that. That's literally the reason I do it, because they complain about it, and it just doesn't feel natural to hold it sideways. I'm 43 years old. I've always held a phone fucking vertical. Those little motherfuckers complain and never even fucking saw a corded phone. And of course, the shit talkers have none of their own fucking videos anywhere. If you find a pair of these S-Labs or Solomons that you like, buy a few pairs of them if you really like them, because they'll fucking stop making them. They'll change them. And now they have a S-Lab. I'd never seen it. Somebody told me they had. It was on the, you got to buy it off Solomon's website. And it's actually, those are pretty badass. They're solid black. They're these S-Labs. Just imagine that without any of the color, without the red. This little shoe rack came from Costco or Sam's Club, but I've got, I have several of them, and they work fucking very, very well. And I've got these other little shoe racks, Sam's Club, and I just keep my watch stands on them and stuff. But those have been great too, those little ones. And then I've got, that's the same one. But they're on wheels and shit. You can roll them around. They work real well. And she's got, I let her have that, use that one. That's the other one that I need. We moved, and a bunch of her clothes and shit, I said, you are not allowed to take anything to the new house until it is gone through and sorted through and, you know, whatever. So she brought this shit here, and it has sat in her office, which is fine. She did as I asked, and it didn't go to the house. Oh, where's it at? Justin came up here, Souders, and he made this and gave it to us for Christmas for the new house. And the layers in it are just fucking crazy. And there's like gloss, and then matte, and then oil. There's so many different, I don't know if you can see it. Like, I'm seeing it pretty good through the phone. I don't know how it's going to show on this video. But the colors in here and the textures are just fucking insane. And then I saw, like, looking at it from a distance, it looks like there's a waterfall there. There's a ghost right there. There's a full-blown, like, face here, like maybe an Indian, or it looks kind of like a transformer. And then there's a dude right here with like a plague mask nose. And another waterfall over here. Just your imagination, you know, whatever you see in it. But you'd have to see this to even have any kind of idea, just the dimensions in it. But it's beautiful. And then this is literally like metal. This paint he used here, it literally looks like melted silver with black mixed in it. But beautiful piece, and that'll be the first piece that goes into my house, into the new house. And I need to get some lights. And there's, like, I need this illuminated. And it's just how we're going to run the power. I'm not sure how we're going to run the power to it. And then I need some illumination on this piece. This was the first piece Justin gave me for my birthday a couple years ago. And then he made Amanda's straight razors painting also, which is over here. And it's Justin Souders Art. You can find him on Facebook and Instagram. And then Carrie from Southern Rust did the tables and the case. And he's got a table he's making for me that has pull-out drawers. We can put snakes in, and it's inside the table. So looking into the glass table, I can keep the snakes and stuff in there. And then for the drawer pulls, we were looking at dinosaur bones or fossils. But I think we're back to the idea we're actually using human jaw bones, the bottom jawbone for the pulls. Kind of crazy. But plenty of conversation nonetheless. red-eye tetras. Pretty cool little fish. Some Cantu Brunner pieces. Willie and Hannah gave me that for Christmas. And Hannah made that. That actually glows in the dark. Oh shit. It turns over all the time. I gotta fucking wire it down to that plaque and get it hung up for Amanda before it breaks. And if you like this kind of shit, Hale Dark Aesthetics. He's in Nashville. Has some super cool stuff. Actually, I got this baboon skull. And this wolf skull came from him. He's got a bear in there, brown bear, and then he has a lion that I intend to get the lion from him. We just have to talk price. And then you got some other crazy shit like a child's embalming table. And there's a coyote, bobcat, prison shanks. Those actually were in prison not long ago. But it's raining. I think I'll go home and what was I watching? I was watching The Accountant last night before I fell asleep, so I'll go back and finish watching that. I thought that was a pretty good movie, actually. So, at sweettacticalgear.com, you can see what it is we do if you're not aware. And doing that is what allows us to do all the other fun and crazy shit. And these all ship tomorrow. These were all packed after 5 o'clock. Those will go out. These are all waiting on Cox or free items for sale code, as are all of these. So most of this will ship and be replaced tomorrow. So you guys have a good evening.